So the first application on hand is Unity, and they were cool enough to not only sponsor this episode, but also hooked you guys up with a 35% off discount off of their premium plan. So let me explain why I'm so hyped about Unity and why I'm really happy that they got in touch. Unity is a cloud replacement service that gives you easy access to your videos, music, photos, and other documents stored on your computer to be seen on your mobile devices. Whether you're at home or on the go, you can get access to all of your content from your phone and tablet as long as you have the application on your phone and computer. One feature that I actually use Unity a lot for is to upload photos stored on my computer straight into Instagram or other social media platforms from my phone. So for example, if I store a thumbnail for a video on my computer and then forget to put it on my phone, but I want to tweet about the video, Unity enables me to actually get access to that photo, which is completely underrated. I hate that pesky storage notification as much as you probably do, and we all always try to clear up storage on our phones so we can take more photos and stuff. So we do this by uploading music and photos and stuff, but then the problem with this is when you fly or are in places without cellular connection, you can't access these. And Unity actually fixes this, which is pretty awesome. There are a multitude of other features that the app offers, so for more information, click the first link in the description below. Tilt is my second pick, and it's actually a pretty unknown application at around 50,000 downloads. It's this really interactive game that uses the sensors in your phone to sense movement. The objective is to get a ball through a maze into the finish line. To do this, you have to tilt your phone, making sure it doesn't go out of bounds. There is a single player mode where you have to race against the clock to navigate through the maze, or a multiplayer mode where you can play against your friends. The concept is simple and the graphics are clean, but most of all, it is a fun game, which is what I look for in pickup plays like this. Sticking with time wasters, Polyforge is a really fun one. The first few levels are easy to complete, but as your skills improve, so does the difficulty of the levels. Basically, an object spins around and you have to strike all sides of the object without striking the same side twice. As the speed and the side amount increases, it becomes harder to nail each spot on your first try, and mixed with the soothing but electronic soundtrack, this game is a playable one forever. Hopping back over to productivity though, this one is for you guys who like writing daily diary entries but want it to be protected. I'll be honest here, this one caught my eye because it rocks the neon MBT pink, but after digging deeper through it, I actually really enjoyed the app and not just the color scheme of it. It's password protected, so you can rest assured that what you write in here is for your eyes only, which is something that can't be said for paper diaries nowadays. I've been using this to log channel analytics and channel goals alongside future series ideas that I can't share just yet. There are definitely more aesthetically pleasing options on the market, but I'll trade in the look of the UI for privacy protection. New Life Hacks comes in at number 5, and if you can get past the ads or pay the 99-cent fee, you will love this app while in a waiting room with a few extra minutes to spare. This app is as simple as it sounds. It's just an organized list of tips to make your life easier. Some of them are seriously eye-opening, so if you're like me and you've always had a fascination with life hacks, this is an app for you. More than halfway down the list, we have an awesome to-do list app with a name I'm not quite sure to pronounce. Memager? I really have no clue, not even going to attempt to pass that. You can plan out your day to make sure that you get everything done, and it will show you your plan in a clean, aesthetically pleasing format. Once the task is done, you can simply swipe it off the screen, and adding a new task is also as simple as just pressing the plus button. The layout and user interface of the app makes it my all-time favorite to-do list app and note taker, dethroning the classic, well-known Google Keep. EV Launcher comes in clutch for pick number 7 for its minimal but different UI. I agree with Android Headlines who said it's deliciously different, and it has worked its way up into my top 3 favorite launchers. Leave a like on this video if you want to see what the rest of them are. I love the app drawer in particular as it looks really nice, but it also makes it really easy to find applications. EV Launcher allows for endless customization, and as of now, it's being frequently updated to ensure the best app support and the least amount of bugs. Wallrocks is my next pick, and this actually pairs perfectly with EV Launcher. This wallpaper application is one of the best free ones on the market, and it offers really unique looking wallpapers. They definitely are for people that want to stand out, as they really offer a lot of colors and pop. So you're definitely going to want to pair this with a minimal icon pack to really complement the wallpapers. So this won't be good for you minimalists as it's really out there, but I know for myself that I love having my screen pop, and it always makes the phone feel new as I change them pretty often. So this is definitely one of my favorites for really out there wallpapers that you wouldn't see on anyone else's device. Sticking with the theme of customization, my next pick is the Pineapple Icon Pack. And I'll be honest here, I mostly picked this one for the name, and you know what I'm talking about if you're part of Periscope fam, but beneath the perfectly fitting name, these icons actually look pretty clean. They pack a lot of elements and colors, so they'll really work best with a minimal background, unlike what we saw in the Wallrocks application, but I really like that they just add some life to the stock applications. Smash Rocket is going to round off this list for its soothing soundtrack, eye-candy graphics, and its ability to fill up time. The concept is a basic one, which is something that all pick-up-and-play games should possess. Rockets orbit around the Earth, and the objective is to hit the rockets and all of their targets to complete a mission. They're in-app purchases, but you definitely don't need them to have a good time in this one. That combines learning more complex words because you're constantly trying to beat your high score, and just adding a little competitive streak. So the way this game works is you try to create the most complex, really long words, and that gives you more points, and then after you get those points, you rank higher on the leadership board. So it's a competition with other users that are using this game to try to rank higher on the leadership board. I found myself often though trying to beat my own score and trying to improve every time I played it. It didn't feel like it was annoying to have to always do words. I actually just really liked it. But I'm also the type of person that used to like Words with Friends, but I just feel like this game is better because it's more interactive. I find it more fun, and that you can just pick it up and play whenever you want. Whereas Words with Friends, if you're playing other people, you have to go on every day or so. This application is really intuitive because you can trace over things, pick which kinds of things you want to draw. So for me, that was a face. I've always wanted to draw that since I was younger. Up until now, it was a little stick figure face. But ever since I got this application, I've definitely improved my drawing skills. So if you're like me and you want to learn how to draw this, rounding off my picks for apps, this next one is called Urban Walls, and it's probably now my favorite wallpaper application. It is over 350 wallpapers, and they're definitely very minimalistic, and they look really good with widgets, as the wallpapers aren't too overpowering, so the widgets still can stand out. And I find that the wallpaper collection is actually a really nice one. And I find that these wallpapers are often nature-based, which I actually really like, as it just adds a little hint of color, like fire or water or something. I just really like it. I found it worked with my setup perfectly. So for the cost of nothing, this is definitely a must download if you're constantly looking for something to spice up your phone.
Next up, we have System Panel 2. As the name implies, it shows all your system stats. Obviously, you'll not be using this app on a regular basis, but it's great to keep an eye on your device's performance once in a while. The UI is user-friendly with live stats, usage history, details of your device, and many more. Additionally, the developer also promises to add new features with the future updates. Next up is Inkit. Basically, this app gives you access to thousands of books and novels, and the best part is all the books are absolutely free to read. You get to choose your interest, whether it's drama, thriller, romance, or even explore from their huge collection of books. Additionally, you can customize the reading UI as per your preference, and even save your book for offline reading. So a perfect app for all the readers. My last pick is Fastkey Launcher, a new launcher in the Play Store. It caught my attention for its unique UI. The launcher is specially designed for users with ton of apps on their phone. The main highlight of the launcher is the keyboard layout is always on your home screen, which makes searching apps easier. You can even search for your contacts and make calls directly from your home screen. And guys, the search is really fast and accurate.
Okay, so kicking this list off is JotBlue. JotBlue essentially is a to-do note app, but what sets it apart from the rest is the way it's used. For example, if you need to remind yourself to buy groceries, you simply type B groceries. It will automatically get added to the list of things you need to buy. Or if you need to call John, simply type C John. It will get added to the list of people you need to call. Or if you have to remind yourself about your appointment with a specific person, simply type A followed by the person's name. It will get added to the list of people you need to meet. Now, if none of that made any sense to you, just get the app and go through the tutorial. It will make 100% sense. And the best part about JotBlue is it syncs with Evernote. So if you are an Evernote user, all the notes you type on JotBlue can be viewed on Evernote too. Next up is Summary Scanner. At its core, it's a scanner that aims to digitize your documents. There are plenty of apps that do this, but what sets it apart from the rest is it can also create summaries for you. Does it work? I'd say sort of. It works 5 out of 10 times. Sometimes it just cuts out a part of the text, and other times it accurately picks the important points and excludes the unnecessary ones. Not sure how it's done, but it is there. Also, you can look for specific words in your digital document by using the search bar. This is really handy because looking for a specific word on an actual piece of paper would be fairly time consuming. Overall, I think it's a decent app that's aimed at students and is definitely worth a shot. Next on the list is Remo Duplicate Photos Remover, and this app does exactly what it says. It automatically scans for duplicate photos and helps you remove them in order to save you some space. Other than that, there really isn't a whole lot to it. In my experience, it worked very well, so considering it's free, it's absolutely worth a download. To wrap this list up, we have OTG Checker. This is a simple app that again does exactly what it says. It checks for OTG support on your phone. And in case you don't already know, if your phone is OTG compatible, you can connect things like storage devices, computer peripherals, and so much more directly into your smartphone.